G's make it jump, jump. Now the pick is gonna jump, 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 jump.
I'm walking, they're talking. We merely rocking, head bopping, no time for stopping. Yeah, I'm going old school now, yep. I'm going way back to Bethlehem town, yep. To a time when everyone bowed, yep. To a time when those were the real crowd. Real tough boys jumping so high we leave the ground real hazy. Throwing the word about like with Thomas Brady. Working so hard you can't call us lazy or scabies or crazy daisies. Reading the word on the daily. Revelation it is mostly mainly jumping and jumping. Cause the Lord made me, I'm jumping and jumping. I'm dancing like David.
He's gonna make it jump, jump. Holy Ghost make it jump, 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 jump. Holy Ghost make it jump, jump. The G's make it jump, jump. Now the pick is gonna jump, 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 jump. Hey, jump.
PK is gonna make you jump up in your head like you hit a bomb. Saying they were wrong like Donald Trump. Hold up. Let's change the tempo, killing this beat. You'd say I'm not proud, got so many hits. It's a combo, speaking nonsense. Peeps saying I'm loco, they got on my side. I couldn't be lotto, slaying demons, never right. I'm Kirito, killing every box I see. I'm serious, such a random string of events. It's still restoring Skyrim like I'm a Imperial. Rip Mac, daddy rule, legend is painful. God's very serious, and that's literal. None can overpower God, and that's biblical. We'll keep jumping away past stuff.
Jesus Christ make it jump, jump. He's gonna make it jump, jump. Holy Ghost make it jump, 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 jump. Holy Ghost make it jump, jump. The G's make it jump, jump. Now the pick is gonna jump, jump, jump.
I don't think they're ready. Holy Ghost, Holy Bible, jump. Jesus Christ, make me jump. Make your way swacking, jump, 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 jump. They be jumping and jumping for the ladies. I be jumping and jumping like David. Oh no. I don't care if they say that I'm dumb. Let's jump like the top. Praise the Lord like we in the club. Breaking and dancing, merely rock. Jumping every day, touch the sky. Happy every day, no more drama. Shining every day, thank you, Father. If you love good, you are my brother. If you love good, you are my family.
Jesus Christ make it jump, jump. He's gonna make it jump, jump. Holy Ghost make it jump, 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 jump. Holy Ghost make it jump, jump. The G's make it jump, jump. Now the pick is gonna jump, 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 jump.
Every day, no drama. Shining every day, thank you, Father. If you love good, you are my brother. If you love good, you are
Jump, jump, come on, yeah. Jump. Holy Ghost make it jump, jump. The G's make it jump, jump. Now the pick is gonna
Jump. I'm walking, they're talking. We merely rocking, head bopping, no time for stopping. Yeah, I'm going old school now, yep. I'm going way back to Bethlehem town, yep. To a time when everyone bowed, yep. To a time when those were the real crowd. Real tough boys jumping so high we leave the ground real hazy. Throwing the word about like with Thomas Brady. Working so hard you can't call us lazy or scabies or crazy daisies. Reading the word on the daily. Revelation it is mostly mainly jumping and jumping. Cause the Lord made me, I'm jumping and jumping. I'm dancing like David.
He's gonna make it jump, jump. Holy Ghost make it jump, 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 jump. Holy Ghost make it jump, jump. The G's make it jump, jump. Now the pick is gonna jump, 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 jump. Hey, jump.
PK is gonna make you jump up in your head like you hit
television. My name is Bernadette, and with me I've got a lovely guest here. But before we go forward, let's recap what have been going on Noble People Television. We've got a great program. There are a lot of things that have been going on. We miss you all. But you know what? I'm back. I'm back. Don't worry about that. Relax. Share this program. Share with your friends, with your family, with your contact. Share it on Twitter, on everywhere. All the platforms that you know you can share. Just share. Sharing is caring. So with me, I've got a lovely guest here who is called Valerie, and she operates under the name of Trinket Workshop. Hello Valerie, how are you? Welcome to Noble People Television.
Yes.
We're glad to have you here today.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming, and you will sit back, relax. You can look at the product that we have here. We've got lots of things. She actually designed, she's not just selling it. She actually designed it herself. So look at what we're going to talk about today. Valerie, thank you very much for coming to Noble People Television.
And thanks for inviting me to the management of Noble TV. It's a privilege.
You're welcome. Now, where do we start? Now, Valerie, tell people a little bit about yourself. I should have introduced you because it's someone I've known. I always tell you, anyone I bring here, I would have met them before on another occasion or on something else, you see? So, or on someone else's recommendation. I've met Valerie when I was doing African Business Women. We had an exhibition, business exhibition, where she went and to exhibit a program. That was the first time I know her without knowing where she was from. But for me, when it comes to business, I try to make it professional on all angles before I could tell where she was from. But now I've got this lovely lady, yet on another platform to showcase what she can do. Valerie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Myself, an urban planner by profession, and many years ago, I managed an employment and training project workshop, training young people for jobs and employment and enterprise. And that's where I had the initial idea that one day I'm going to have my own training, because I see vocation and skills and life skills as a key to employment and self-development and empowerment, especially for women. And currently I'm involved in trade unionism and doing it with employment rights.
Wow, 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 that's a good background. But that's not the one I'm waiting for. She's going to tell you a background, where she come from, how she started doing this thing. Because I read a lovely profile. I'm not going to read that profile. I'm not going to. She's going to tell you about herself. She's going to tell you about herself. So, Valerie, tell them a little bit about your background, academic qualification, where you come from before doing these lovely things. Wow, they're lovely.
Well, myself, though I always play down academic, I try to avoid the question, but I studied at Middlesex University. I did urban planning, and I then later progressed to the London School of Economics and Political Science. There I did masters in urban planning and social planning as well, and I did a spell at the New Towns unit. That's at the Open University based at Milton Keynes. So I was in fact working with planners, and I then progressed to where I did manage the economic development unit, employment training. I did that for a long time, and then I went on to financial planning, and then about 12 years ago I went into trade unionism and pensions and investments, and that ache was in me to do something from my working career in local government to give back to the community and to help my own community, which is the Sierra Leone community. And it was a privilege to meet Bernadette. She did inspire me, and though I'd started, it was on a small scale, and through I was able to meet a lot of inspiring people, and I had that burning ambition in me. Though I craft the jewelry, I sell the jewelry, but my long-term aim is to set up training workshops to train women or people in general how to in fact make jewelry and accessories, and also to develop them further as a business plan. Because I do feel as Africans, we're not manufacturing enough, we're not making enough things. we don't have the skills, though we can be academics. So I feel that is the role I see myself in the future. And this is a part of a journey. Thank you, Bernadette.
It's a great journey, and I'm glad you took that journey, because everything begins with a first step, and which is actually really, really good for you to have gone through this. You work with, you said you're an urban planner. Some people, even me, I don't even know what's an urban planner. You know, tell us what's an urban planner.
Well, in fact, when people, years ago, it used to be called town planning, a town planner, and but people always think in terms of buildings.
Yeah.
It's not architecture, but we support, without planning, there couldn't be all the developments there is, because planners are people who make sure that houses are suitable for people, because years ago a lot of architects won great designs and they built fantastic developments on paper, but in reality those became sink estates. They were not fit for purpose. That's where the planner comes in. We deal with people, consensus. We talk to people. What do you need on this estate? It is suitable for the elderly. It is suitable to have, for instance, a mother with 3 children on the 24th floor. Do we need a playground? So planning is about involving people and looking at the urban dynamics. And it also involves economic planning and employment. That's where I come in, because that's my specialty. We move from the housing concept to economic, jobs, employment and training. So these are all encompassing, and we do a lot of public consultations. And the planners, that's why if you need to do any development, you cannot do it without planning permission. You can have your buildings done, your design, but the planner is integral to everything that's going on to make sure that even jobs, employment, you take it to the people and it's the right type. If you need engineers in a city, you start training engineers and people to do the job. So planning is really holistic. You know, it's about urbanism, it's about sociology, it's about people, rather than just structures.
You're making me smile throughout your speech. You know why? I was thinking of taking her to Sierra Leone for things like this, but I think now we're going to take her to Sierra Leone for something different.
Can I stop you there? Because amazingly, I did think of that. About 5 years ago, I went to Sierra Leone and I happened to see a planning center, and I spoke with some people at a building, I would say like this, the city council, and they did ask me for my CV. I had an interview. I went to the mayor's parlor, I was well received, but where is my CV today? It's like, we'll call you back. So, in fact, the Trinket workshop and this concept was actually meant to be implemented in Sierra Leone, but God has a purpose and a plan, because I don't know where my CV is right now. So it's interesting you should say that, but the door is still open. And this is a start. I said it's a journey.
It is, and you've got more to offer than the Trinket workshop I was thinking about. But you know the funny thing, you've got more to offer than what you think, because when you look at country planning, it's not just something easy. And when you look at what's going on back in Africa, we're going to drift a little bit from Europe, and I take a little bit around the African world. When you look at what is going on in Africa, in places like Sierra Leone and most other countries, they need planning. They need planning. They need people who know how to do. I know people used to study, my dad studied like country planning. They used to work in housing and country planning. But they've moved it from housing and country planning to something like housing and land. Lands and housing.
Because in fact, my first job was, in fact, as an estate manager. I managed council estates and properties. So yeah, but now it's moved from there. It's going more into economic planning. It's going into regional planning. It's going into a wider concept, like even having the cycle lanes. That's all about planning. Planning is a subject that's alive and moving, and it's changing all the time.
So why did you deviate from that to this? Because you make more money than this. Trust me, out of experience, I'll tell you make money on what you told me that you can do than on this.
Well,
it's great. It's very creative.
To be fair with you, Britain has been good to me, because they've opened many doors to me, and I've been at the principal officer level. But when you just think about your continent, your country, that is where the failing is, because Africa is still not ready to receive its own, unfortunately. They have the resources, not to mention gold and diamond, but the resources, the human resources is there. Because as I said, in fact, even before, like 20 years ago, they said, oh, there's a vacancy for a planner. I mean, everything seems to be, you know, Africa is not ready for it. So it's a rich country, the human resources, and hopefully programs like these will open people's eyes and minds to think that why are we here? You know, as I said, I cannot complain about Britain because I've done as far as I can go. And I thought, well, this is a start, maybe leading to something else, you know, who knows?
No, in Africa, mostly there are certain things which actually they don't, until you take it there, you show them, they've got that seeing is believing. Yeah. They see what you can do, then they believe in what you can do. They don't just believe than just saying having faith. No, the African mentality is not like having faith, because faith is like you believe in something you haven't seen. But with European, you can say, okay, I've done this, I've got the qualification in this, I have the experience in it, and they're like, wow, show me what you can do.
Well, right? Because Africa, as I said, though they have people with PhDs, but they're not ready for intellectualism. You know, when you talk about textbook, you know, they say, oh, call me this name, you say you went to this school or the other. You know, people, it's just about that money culture. Unfortunately, you need the grassroots, the groundwork, the solid base and foundation of the technocrats. People have the technical skills and they know how. And though this is a deviation, but it's a healthy deviation, because maybe somebody in Kenya can invite me. I could go there and train people. It is skills. You know, because you got to start somewhere. Exactly. You know, it's not the end. It's the beginning. It's not the end. It's a journey.
Somewhere.
Yeah, you really
show
do.
People
what you can do.
What you can do.
Yes.
And then they look at it and say, like, wow, this is what you can do, and I think I'm interested. And you know the funny thing when it comes to things like this, it is really funny because I never knew you can do this. And if no one knows what you can do, who's going to give it to you?
Even those...
I only know you for Trinket workshop.
Yeah, well,
I've met her in on my event. She's done I brought her. I didn't bring her here because of country planning. Trust me. I never knew.
I knew I was going to go.
I never knew she had that experience until today. But if you don't show people what you've made up, I know people say, oh, it's not good, I like to do low key. These days you have to sell yourself. You have to tell people what you know, what you can do.
But you're providing that platform. Ironically, this is a step in that direction, because then hopefully I did invite some of my loyal customers, family, friends, and the wider network that you have. This is the advantage of social media, and there are people from across the board watching. So this is the advantage we have today. You don't have to wait till you're invited by the major, media. So this is a way of announcing oneself.
Let me just greet everyone that is watching. Thank you very much for joining. This is Noble People Television. You might be seeing something different. Yes, we were on a break. We were off for a week, and we're back in style. This is Noble People Television, where we take businesses to another level. We don't just bring anyone. We bring people who know what they're doing. We bring people here so that we can showcase what they can do. We can sell their business. We can market their business. So if you want to market your business, come to Noble People Television. If you want to sell your product, come to Noble People Television. And you've got great people who will work with you. We've got great team who can work with you. Thank you very much, Chrissy Banks. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much, all from Kono and Affiliate. Thank you very much for watching. It says night one. And Rachel says, hello everyone. Hello, Madam Rachel. Thank you very much for watching and joining Noble People. Thank you very much, Abbas Kuruma. Thank you for joining Noble People. Thank you very much, Karen, watching all the way from Scotland. Thank you very much. You're mostly welcome to this program. I'm back, yes. Thank you very much, Samuel James, for watching this program. Thank you, Mama Sheikh, for joining, watching Noble People. Samela said, my beautiful Barry, I'm so proud of you, Mama. You inspire me so much. Hello, Bunny. Hello, Samela James. Thank you very much for your comment and contribution to Noble People Television. Share this program. Share it with your friends, with your family, so that they can inspire people. You don't know what you hear and learn from this meeting today. It's even completely different from what I was expecting. But that's what you get in Noble People. Always expect the unexpected and stay tuned. Get ready for business. We're here. Share it with your friends, with your family, and let's see how things go from here. Yes, back to you, Madam Vari. Wait. My boss lady was here. Thank you very much, Madam Yetunde, for joining. I missed the program. I was on my way. Well, I missed the program. I think, yeah, that's her. Thank you very much, and I will watch the program just after I finish this. Yes, back to you, Madam Valerie. With all this lovely product, how did you start thinking, okay, I've got this experience, I'm going to put this aside for some time, do something different. How did you come about that?
Amazingly, my younger son, who is my able assistant, because I've got 2 boys, and Trinket workshop, it's not just me. They ably assist me, we put our heads together and we check ideas and everything. But he'd gone off to university and my evenings were really quiet, I should say. And I thought, oh dear, I've always wanted to do something that involves hobbies and a craft. So I'd been thinking of it, and out of it, I said, oh, well, let me start. And then in fact, when I said I started, my first step was I take all the things and everything to sell, but it didn't work out. But I then came back and then I started on it. In fact, when he came back from university, he says, Mommy, when I was going, I did not believe it. I used to send him pictures, and then there we are. So it's not that it's been a long time in the planning, a thought, an idea, a concept, and it just took off in a way that I'm amazed myself. And there we are. That's how it happened.
Because
yes.
I've seen you go to, let's say, you go to different events that's going on around. Mostly I see you on programs. Tell us, how do you feel on going on program, meeting other people? What will you say about that?
As you can see, they say something, they say never, because in my life, all the things I've said, oh, I don't like publicity, I don't like this, I just want to be low-key, but I do enjoy it because people warm up to me, they appreciate what I do. I've got loyal customers, repeat they come. In fact, there was an event we had recently, the KDU event, and there were customers who said, Valerie, I've worn your jewelry on Friday, I wear it in the morning, in the evening for an event, and I think, oh, I love it. They just love me, and I love it. When you could do something, though as you said, the financial gain is not as much as if I was a top-class planner somewhere. But it's rewarding. You feel very fulfilled that you are able to have a change in terms of Afrocentric fashions influencing mainstream, having the kind of jewelry I have, people could wear to work, and they could change their mindset. I've got sets. People now know that they can use any of the colors. Years ago, we could just have a collar, and then you could just wear a plain silver or gold. But today, people come to me, oh, have you got turquoise? I have a pink dress. And I know that the whole ethos of it is working, and I'm happy because you need to share something, as you said, to be low-key. But if people always also said, oh, you wear nice things. I think, yeah, I do wear nice. I've got good taste. And let me pass it on. So I'm happy, you know, to see people appreciating it and coming on board. It's really marvelous. It's rewarding. Yes.
I'm going to ask you a tricky question here.
Yes.
I've seen, do you do things for men? Is it just women? Is she sexist?
No, not at all. You got it wrong.
No. I'm asking you a question. I'm not getting it. For me, I don't pre-assume. I'm asking.
There are things for men then. I have
women thing.
You
and
got
I'm
the
trying-
men's.
because
Yeah,
men
I
are going
made salt
start-
to it.
Someone is going to say, oh,
In fact, I do have a lot of male customers
good, you see?
who buy men's things and they buy gifts for family
Because
and
someone
friends.
might ask.
I
to
do
say,
have male customers.
You have male,
Yes.
you've got,
Yes.
it's not just for women.
No.
So you see,
definitely.
for me, I
So
do
people
dress,
think I'm
I
a
always
real
ask
planner.
the
I'm a
question.
real planner, so I'm planned for the whole community.
Where I come from, they said, why didn't you ask? They don't say, why did you ask?
Yes, yeah.
If you don't ask them, that's your
Yes,
fault.
in fact, yes, I do have some
You
of
do
them
have
sending
for men.
pictures. Yes.
Do you have for children as well?
Yes, in fact,
These
those tiny bits. In fact, it's amazing on some of the events. I've been really impressed how young people warm up and the anklets. I've had lots of young teenagers wanting the waist beads. That's what they are. It's, just influencing the whole range, about all age range of people. It's amazing.
Because when you talk about teenagers, it's really amazing because the teenagers we have here, 80% of them were not born in Africa. Most teenagers that are here, 20% we say they bring them from Africa because when you look, we are like the second generation. And when you look at the second generation of Africans, they don't know about this bead. How do you get them to actually enjoy this rich culture that they know nothing about, but they just sit on like photos, on videos? I know sometimes we take them on holidays, but we don't have time to take them everywhere. How do you go about encouraging them to just get this thing?
Well, I have to say, Trinket's workshop is actually customer-led because at the early days, I had people not even wanting to look at the products. It was like, we're not used to this. So encouraging them, and sometimes they will shyly ask, oh, have you got anklets? Have you got waist beads? Do you have a kind of earring? Which has influenced me because originally, this business is not about just my taste, which people do. It's about the taste, listening to the customers, what they want. And they see their moms, aunties coming to me. And just in the last 3-4 weeks, a lot of young people, a young lady has had her jewelry for her proms. Wow. A young 6-year-old. In fact, 4 of them, she came. And in fact, I have my nieces, and though it's not a selling tactic, but I just said, oh, that's my niece. Oh, here's a waist bead for you. And next thing, she wants to, her friend from school wants it. That's in it. So it's how you interact with people and get them on board. You don't squeeze it down their throats. You do it in a nice and subtle way, and encouraging way, so they feel welcome. So that's how it's going.
And they like it.
They like it, and the concept that I like even more is that the black community, the young people, are now building that bond to spend their money on black businesses. That's very important for me. As I said, it's not just about just the Trinket workshop, it's me helping to change the mindset. So when the young people, instead of going to other avenues, they now come into a fellow auntie or somebody can spend their money on you. That is a good sign that the future is going to be healthy.
You said you have your children who help you.
Yes.
Do they help you to design it, or do they just help you to sell?
Well, I'll let you to secret. The anklets were actually made by my younger son.
Wow. It's good.
Because I'm a person, I grew up in a male environment, I had brothers. So I see it not as a barrier that they have to be daughters. And then he made those and he adjusted the waist bead. I'm getting,
Wow.
He sat there and he did it. So, and the other thing. So we're engaging. This is a very family thing. We get on close-knit and I encourage him. I ask the ideas, opinions. Is this nice? What do you think? So some of the ideas you see there, they've also helped to influence it. So you just need to engage with them and they come on board.
It's good because that's one thing we fail to do these days. In those days you hear Basma and Son, this and Son, Bassoons and Son Limited, you have Johnson's and Son, these kind of things. And because they passed the business down, and that was in the days when we can sit down in the table and eat dinner, everyone come to eat dinner at the same time, and talk and give stories where you can pass information down from one generation to another generation. These days, maybe you finishing at 5, your daughter coming at 2 and at 3 from school, things like that. So we all don't get to be at the dining table at the same time. Sundays, mostly we're all in church and things like that. So it's really good that you're actually taking your time to pass this rich information down to your next generation, and I'm glad they've learned something from that. And this is what we all need to do. We need to learn our children. We need to teach our children things like this, because you take them away from lots of distraction.
Definitely.
Lots of distraction. It takes them away from trouble, from crime. If you can hear, now the son is going to university or he's gone to university. So, because if you keep them busy, then you help to motivate them to do lots of other things than just living there by themselves and doing it. Okay, they can play games, they can do computer games and all this kind of stuff. I buy lots of computer games for my children, don't get me wrong. But when it comes, you have to teach them business, you have to teach them other things in life that they need to know. So if you're into business, train your child, your daughter. Let's go back to the days with, I know you might be thinking, but I have a daughter. When they mean and sons, that means it's a family-run business. That means the whole family can contribute to it. So if we go back to those days when we all can like teach our children what to do. You know, it's so funny. Even when it comes to the Bible, career are passed down from generation to generation. You don't just get, if it's like Aaron and then you get the sons. So that's how it is, and that's what we need, because we're failing to go back to the beginning. Let's
the
go
basics.
back, yes, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to like how God created us, and we'll begin to do things, and it will work, because God never fails, so we can never fail when it comes to business. And we have to put our trust. Train them. They might not like it, but it can be like a hobby to them. It can be like a hobby, learning this. You see now, if that man know how to do this, you see maybe he's got a girlfriend, he can be decorating this kind of thing.
And I also tell you something, because both of them, but the other one is not able to come as often as possible, because he is there, he's young. Probably that's why younger people are attracted to Trinket workshop as well.
Yes.
So I find, you know, they relate to young people. Oh, that's
because
so
they feel like
that's what I found.
They can talk to. Someone in their age group. They're not thinking, oh, I'm talking to auntie.
Yes, it's just for old people. So because they see there and he's there, so there you go. As the saying goes, charity begins at home. But hopefully, I should be able to do more training workshops. That's the progression of Trinket workshop, as the name goes, where I can be training people so that we can pass on skills. We're not just, as black people, Africa, we are consumers. We need not just be consumers. We should also be a part of all the change that's going on around us.
It is good. And you've got to be honest with you, this is a really great skills. And for me, when I see people doing things that I cannot do or I'm not doing, I really appreciate it, because when it comes to things like that, I appreciate other people's skills and talent, trust me. Because looking at this, these are things that take time, Because I went to a program which it was Ebony ambassador, and they were teaching to do things like that, small bit. And some of the things takes time, it consumes time. You look at it and you think, oh, you just put this thing and you pass it through. No, some of it is not just passing it through and putting it like that and just training it. It takes time, you need to know how to do it, it takes patience, it takes a lot of things. But you know the good thing? If you learn to do the skill, you develop other type of skills like patience. You see? Like concentration, focusing. There are a lot of things that you need, and it will, sometimes maybe that's not your business, but you just want to stay focused. You can go and learn when she has, do you normally run workshops?
Yes. In fact, I've had some lined up that I'm going to be doing once the busy season was. Yes, I've got workshops.
Because she was busy with the summer. You know, summer they do lunch and sale and these sales and
events.
That.
So that's another progression of the Trinket workshop.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adebayo, for watching this program. If you have any question for Valerie, you can send it through and we will be able to answer your question. She will, I haven't even finished. I've got one question. But if you have any question for Valerie, send it through and we'll be able to answer. It says, hope your prices are moderate.
Well, I was going to come to that. Yeah, my prices are reasonable, they are affordable, because at the moment I'm building up a brand and improving it. So I want to have be a part of a change in the community. So I just make it accessible. There's no middleman involved. I'm not traveling all over the world to go and buy things. So yes, I do make my prices, and the presentation is also good. And because I have lots of repeat customers, I'm sure I'm doing something right, and they coming back for more.
With this comment, I will ask you another question. Samuela James said, Miss Vadu is very busy, is a very busy entrepreneur. So now with you being busy, if I went a custom made, okay, you've got this one, which are not custom made, which you've like, sit down and decide, okay, I want to do this tie. If I want a custom made, I want something long, I want it, you know, like when they do this mayor thing, yeah. I want some long thing, and you know, sometimes you like to change style. Will that one suit me?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes there's someone will say, oh, I want something big here. You know,
well, that's what it is, of course. I have made things that I do customized jewelry to customers' specification. Yeah, that's what Trinket Workshop is about. In fact, I'd like to do more of that.
How long will it take you?
Well, it depends how.
Let's say I just want something like this, like a mayor thing, but it has to have my country flag here, partly European nations, partly EU flag there. You know, this kind of things, this kind of design. What will you say about that?
Well, I would say we'll obviously put something.
Are you looking at me like, Bunny, are you sure?
Yeah, well, we'll have to put something down on paper, a little sketch. Mm-hmm. For me, I like to get the shades. Somebody wants something that's green. Is it this green? Mm-hmm. They're different, as I say, 50 shades of colors. Once we got I get the beads. Is this the design you want? So I can whip it up. I could whip things up in a week. 2 weeks.
In a week. Oh,
I can make it. I mean, I made this just before coming in. You know, I could whip things up just like that.
Okay,
yeah.
That's really, really good. And they said, there's another question here for you from Mr. Adebayo. He said, why did you decide to leave your urban work?
It's not that I left it. Mm-hmm. It's on hold because as far as the UK goes, and at this stage in my life, I felt I've gone as far, you know, as I could go within the local government system, and I wanted a change of direction. But notwithstanding that, it doesn't mean employment, skills and training and enterprise, all part of planning. But I could go back at a consultancy level if the offer is given to me. You know, once you've had the skills and experience, you don't leave it behind. All you do, just add something, you deviate, you divert, but it's always there. As you can see, we came to talk about just Trinket Workshop and we got into it though. Yeah, so I haven't left it. It's where I wanted to have a focus in Africa, and that door hasn't been opened. That's where I feel I should be passing on skills at this stage. Okay. Because I spent over 20 years within local governments in planning, but I wanted to have a role in enriching Africa. That is why it's on hold this minute.
You know me, I always have questions for people.
Yes.
Why didn't you become a consultant in that? If you have 20 years of experience, come on, even local government will be rushing to consult you.
Yes.
The Mayor of London will be open to consult you. Because when it comes to things like this, yeah, it's so funny because urban planning, like housing and country, housing is something that is never dying. Every day they're building houses, they want to know what should we do, what are we going to do. These days they're trying to build more houses.
Indeed.
So this is a time for you, so what are you waiting for?
Well, I also wanted...
To be honest, even me, I'm a little bit baffled when it comes to this. But you know what? We'll have some talk. I think we'll do some talk after this.
Yeah, I think so, yes. What they say, the meeting of minds. Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll bang our heads together and we see where we go from here.
Okay, Mr. Adebayo, she said she haven't left it yet, but she actually decided to do it because she was thinking of opening doors in Africa and all the places. So she's still with it, but she's got so much experience in that. That shouldn't be dying or lying dormant, to be honest, if you ask me, if you ask me for my own opinion. I can only give opinion, that doesn't mean it's an advice. Samela says, custom made jewelries, I think, because I see some true diamonds, so I assuming it's custom made jewelries. Thank you very much. Miss Valerie, the main thing is you're enjoying what you do. Yes. Are you enjoying what? Samela, I'm going to ask her before I get into assuming for her. Are you enjoying this?
Before you get into semantics.
Yeah.
Of course I'm enjoying it. I love the freedom that I can be creative. I can influence some change in fashion, Afrocentric fashion, and that's a way of promoting African fashion into mainstream, as we see. So yes, I am having a whale of a time. Maybe I needed that time of creativity.
And look at these things.
Yes.
Look at them. You've got different things, you see. You've got these ones.
We got these as well.
And you go.
And these are all very authentic.
She
African
actually made
beads.
my studio differently today. I was like, what am I going to do? Should I stand? Should I sit? And I wasn't too sure. So you've got different things.
Yeah,
different things.
And these are all sustainable
handmade,
materials.
isn't it?
They're handmade. They're all sustainable. Sometimes people don't like metal, they have an itch. So you have everything going, the wooden, you know.
Yeah, because some people
use,
tell you,
yes,
oh, that's nice.
really beautiful.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse. And of course the men's items are there. As you can see, originally this wasn't, I would say, what I would wear, but I'm also, my own fashion direction is also changing. Yeah.
That's really good. It's really good. You've done well, trust me, you do well, and you keep it going. And imagine from the time I met you, I've met you on other events as well, and that is what we talk. When it comes to business, it's an ongoing concern. It's not just one day, it's not just, things will happen, obstacles will come along, but you just have to keep it going. You just have to keep it going, not just for yourself, for your customers, because you have people who will like this, and people will say, oh, Valerie, you know the funny thing, the day you want to put it down, that's when people call you, oh, you're not doing this anymore. So it's really good. She's been doing this, and I really appreciate her, because I imagine the first day I met her, we spoke over the phone, and I was like, okay, the event is in Croydon. She came all over to Croydon to exhibit.
From North London, yeah.
Yes, from all the way from North London. Some of us, we don't live in Southeast, you know, we just come and do things in Southeast. All the way from North London, coming with all these things is really good. To come and do things in your own community from far is really great, and I really appreciate her effort. I really appreciate what she's doing. I like people with skills, people with talent. To be honest, when it comes to things like that, there's nothing that can amaze me more than seeing someone with talent or with skills. When I look at it, I'm like, wow, you've done well. And you've been doing what God has given you. You've actually shown it out to people. You're showing your talent, you're showing your skills to people. And keep doing it, because you don't know who you will inspire by doing what you're doing. If you don't do what you're doing, or if you don't tell people what you're doing, people will, I know people say, oh, you like to brag, oh, she likes to brag, oh, he likes to brag. No, 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 no. Don't look at things, don't look at what people will say. I normally say one sentence which says, it's not what people think of you makes you what you are. It's what you think about yourself that what makes you who you are. Yeah, people can think anything about you, but no, it doesn't matter. It's you. So when you know something, keep doing it. Keep talking about it. If you talk about it, you don't know where the help will come. You don't know who knows who wants what. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep showcasing what you're doing. Keep going out there. When you hear about events, come and showcase what you can do. You don't know who you meet. Sometimes you might think, oh, is that person calling me? It doesn't matter who is calling you. Just go, show your skills out, one day, maybe just by doing it, I read something which says on the internet, which says what you put, be careful what, oh, it wasn't even I read, it was from my uni page. It said, be careful what you put on the internet, because what you put on the internet stays in the internet. And you know the funny thing? Some of these things we do and we put them on internet is really great, because one day someone will be searching for maybe Trinket workshop and come across that name. And we'll be like, oh, can I just contact that person? They don't need to know you. That's why when you put things out on social media, make sure you put the good things. Make sure you put lots of things about yourself that you know how to do, lots of skills, lots of talent. You don't know, one day someone will be searching for you and they will be able to locate you. Through what you're putting, post the right thing, post positive things, and people will be able to find you. Just keep doing it. You don't know who you're going to inspire. Because maybe someone will want to do this and be thinking, oh, I can do this, where am I going to get this? You know, these people coming up, because we're not going to live for more than 200 years.
Not at all.
So other people are coming up. These things don't get old. They don't get old. So other people will be coming up. We teach them what we know. We teach them our skills. Let's empower people by showing them what we know. Maybe you don't know how to show people. Maybe you know how to just call people and introduce them and show them to the world. Do it whatever way you can do to inspire people, whatever way you can do to motivate people. Do it. You don't know who might need it. Yeah? Let me go back to this message. It said, love the vibrant color. Samela Jensi loved the vibrant color, yeah. That's the first time I met her too. Yes, that's the first time. Actually, they both met in my program, Samela and Valerie. You see, oh, I'm going to use, you see, one thing lead to another. That's why normally, even lies, they tell you one lie lead to another. It's good not to lie. You see, that's why it's good. If it wasn't true, someone wouldn't have confirmed me. You see, someone have confirmed me that, yes, they met on my program. You know, you see, I run a program which is called African Business Women. Actually, African Business Women, what we do, we run an event, we run a workshop, training, different things. It depends by the season. So when you hear African Business Women is doing something, come and support. Come showcase your business. Come showcase what you know, your skills, your talent. Maybe you might not have a business. Just come. Maybe you have an idea. You will meet other people. You will meet people who've done business before. You can learn from them. They can inspire you. They can motivate you through the speech that they give. So, actually, I'm doing one program in October, and I'll come back to that one, which is Black History Month, African Business Expo. So we'll come back. Get ready for that one, and let me go back to Valerie, because this is our program and not mine.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Valerie, once again, to Noble People Television.
Thank you.
With these things, where do you get the material? Do you get the material in UK, overseas, Asia, wherever?
I would say predominantly I do get them from overseas, abroad, because some of the things we have in Africa across the board, they're unique. You can't actually find them here. These are all, a lot of them are sustainable, natural products. So that's makes Trinket workshop products very, very unique. They're not the everyday things you could find on any high street shop, and they're exclusive. Once you got that product, you couldn't walk into a room unless it's another Trinket workshop customer. But I make sure that things are not, they made just like a few. So when you have it, you know you have a rare possession that's unique. For instance, look at this. It's all the way from Mali. Wow. These are the disc beads. Nice. You know, you won't find this. That's why, as I said, it's bringing Africa to Europe and influencing mainstream, definitely.
But do you know what you're doing? Yeah. And you don't actually know that. Do you know that's actually what even the mayor of London, the mayor of London, even the enterprise industry, the business and enterprise, do you know they give you money to go and start fund, they give you funding for you to go and look at business there, bring it, import, it's actually import and export. So you bring in things from there, there are a lot of things you can get, there are lots of ways you can do, as long as you bring it, it's like a exchange of business ideas. and you don't even know what you're doing.
That's
and
new to me, yes.
Yeah, because actually that is really great. Like transfer of skills, you bring things from Africa to here, here to Africa, so Asia.
If I could just interrupt, the only thing like I find, you know, as usual, we have the products in Africa, but because we don't have like the finish, I'm not knocking down Africa. Some of these things you could not get there. So making this one, if it was say done in Africa, the types of accessories will be different. So the advantage bringing it like any other raw material from Africa is fine-tuned. By the time you will see a piece of diamond, it's all dirty, it's a dirty stone, and it's all polished and on the high street, you think, is that from Africa? So again, that's what I'm doing, customizing it and make it extra elegant and adding adjuncts to it to make it be really beautiful.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Josephine.
And could I say hello, Samuela, because yes, we did meet at your event there, and she's became. I mean, I was inspired by her. Yeah. In that room, on that day was a cold day, and I always say I'm really, really glad because that was also an impulse for me because people like Samuela, Bishop Climate, and people I met there, all the talks, I really did appreciate.
Thank you very much. So if you're looking to go to our next event, it's in October, second week in October. I'm coming up with the flyers, don't worry. That will be the next African Business Women Business Expo that we'll be doing. We'll mix it with Black History Month so that you can showcase what you know. I know most times people always look at things and say, oh, because I'm black. Because you're black, do something positive. Don't do things negative and say, oh, it's because I'm black, that's why this happened. No. So do things positive so that we can showcase you. This year we are actually appreciating 50. Okay, I'm not going to give you the secret. I'm going to give you 50 black businesses that have been operating in UK, not just in London, anywhere. So the details are going to come off for nomination. You can nominate a business, you can nominate yourself, you can nominate your business. You can showcase, because it's like when they say show what you've got, you are the one that is going to be able to show what you've got. Because it's not every business we're going to, you know, sometimes when it comes to award and exhibition, people say, oh, they didn't call me, but we don't know what you do. Not everyone will have your contact detail. So if you can nominate and then we put it up, people can vote and see whatever you do. So that's why sometimes I try to bring, even to Noble People Television, I try to bring as much people as I know. Sometimes I call people that I'm not even related to. Sometimes I call people who are not actually related to someone I haven't done business with. I'll look at your profile and say, okay, this is what you've done. This is what you're capable of doing. This is your experience. I look at things like experience. I do things from people who just started. The last person I had on my show was someone who got 50 years experience, but she's just starting on the business now. I bring different level, different caliber of people. It doesn't matter. It just depends what you can do, what you've got to offer the public, what you have to offer our community. We need to help each other. And by helping each other, what I have come into this world is I want the world to know that I exist. I want the world to know that I lived in this world. So the only way I'm going to do it is like showcasing other people's business, teach people business, teach them business skills, business strategy, all what I know, share it out. Share it out to people, teach people whatever you want from me, contact me. If I'm in the position to offer it, I will. If I'm not, I will tell you no. But normally when they say no, no might be. Sometimes I might say no to someone. Doesn't mean it's the end of it. Come back. Maybe maybe you caught me on the wrong side. When you call me back, I'll be able to give you what you want. I might even think, okay, because you bored me enough, let me just do it. To get the person away from me, let me just do it. So it doesn't matter. When you come to business, never take no for an answer. Just keep trying. Just keep trying, keep doing, keep showcasing what you know. Keep working on your skills. If you have skills, keep working on it. If you have talent, keep working on it. Whatever you have to do. Volunteer on events. Sometimes you might think, oh, I'm not getting paid to do that. Why should I go and do, oh, I know this. But if you don't go there or you don't go out there to show people what you know, you will never be where you are today. If she didn't come on African Business Women event, she'll never be here today. Maybe she might have been on Noble People Television on another program, but not on mine, because I never know what she's doing. So always put yourself out there. If you got business, please, please, please tell people what you do. Put it out on social media. Post what you do. Post your item. Post your services. Post your product. Talk a little bit. Do a little bit of video on what you do, so that people can find you. People can locate you. There's nothing like there's a saying. Actually, I think it's in the Bible as well, but I'm not going to go there. I'm not preaching. So, which says a light, a candle, you cannot hide it under a bushel. Even guides sing it, hide it under the bushel. No, something like that. I'm gonna let it shine, this little light of mine. Even if you have a little light, don't worry, I can't sing. Forget about that. That's why I did not become a musician, yeah? That's why I never become. Yes, that's why I never become a musician. I've got a sister who sings. So it doesn't matter. It's in the family. I can sing, don't worry. But there's song which says, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Whatever little business you have, it doesn't matter how big your business is, how little your business is, try to showcase it. Find out where you can get help. Find out people that know about business. Because sometimes people have got products, but they don't want to talk to that person because they think, oh, that person is too proud. That person doesn't talk to people. Talk to them. You need their help. Talk to them. Show them what you can do. Show them what you know, and see where they can offer you help. It's so funny. No matter how proud the person is, you're going to meet the person. Are you showing the person what you can do? You might be surprised. Your answer will be yes. You say like, oh, I like it. You inspired me. Or, oh, I'm really amazed by you talking about what you can do. People that are into business, no matter how they look, how serious they look, they like to help other people. They really like to help other people. So try it. If you can do business, you have a business card. If you have a business card, you show them that this is my business card, this is what I do. Go to events, share your business card. Say, this is what I do. This is what, actually, Trinket Workshop. She said, maker of bespoke and jewelries and gift, Valerie Ismond Church. Our website is here, www.trinketworkshop.com. You can get her on 078 486 78034. And you can find her on facebook.com/Trinket Workshop, Freetown and London. So you see, get your business card. Show people what you can do.
Can I just add? You can also get us on www.foxy.com/shops.trinketworkshop and www.facebook.com/trinketworkshop.com. Thank you.
So you can get her, you can find her there, you can see what you need. They're actually economical, they're actually reasonable, at reasonable cost if you want to buy the product, if you want her to teach you, if you want her to come on your workshop, maybe you have an event and you want her to come and display a product, or you want her to come and sell, whatever you need, contact her and she will be able to show you what she do or how you can arrange. I cannot make that arrangement for you, but if you contact her, she'll be able to answer you. She'll be able to answer more questions. Let me see if you have any question before we round up. Hold on, let me just go back to Noble People. Okay, before we round up, we are going to see what are the comments, if there's any more comment. Because sometimes people say, oh, you didn't read my comment. It's a price, please. Save the one for me. Samela wants you to save the one for her. Which one?
Which one would that be?
Would have been that one. Okay, you see, actually, someone have actually got that one. So if you want anyone that you want them to save, they've got other ones like this one, You see, it's different colors, so you not
Yes,
have the
the
same.
green,
You
yeah.
not have the same with Samuela. Don't worry.
Yes.
And Samuela will not want you
With
to have the
everything
same.
I do, I always
Just
have to
like
have
me.
different color range.
Yes.
Because I know our fabrics, we have different colors we
colors.
like. So most things come in different colors.
Josephine said, price, please. What are the price? What are the price range?
Well,
before we round up?
My price is, well, I would say £8. Like the anklets will be £8 each. The waist beads about £10, and the basic sets, which I have these for people who want simpler items. This will be like £20, and for that you're getting value for money. You're getting,
because I can't even see.
Yes.
Make it a little bit flat so that you
yes,
can see.
you're getting value for money. You're getting a bracelet, you're getting an earring, and you're getting a necklace, and that's really beautiful. It looks simple, but it is beautiful. And they go up further than that. But everything you can find something that's affordable. Nothing is without somebody's reach. And in fact, people will do wish I could put the prices on, but I don't, because we are flexible. So there is no fixed price. You know, I want people to fall in love with Trinket Workshop jewelry, and I want it to be accessible to as many people as possible. So whatever you see and you like, if you contact me, I'm sure we'll arrive at an affordable price. As long as the customer is happy, that makes us happy. Thank you.
So thank you very much. And do you have what would be your word or your message for our viewers that have been watching this?
My message is you have to persevere. Because when I started, there were times when I went to events and I had no sales, but I just kept going on and going on to build it up, to get the customers to be familiar with the jewelry. So I would tell you to persevere. I would tell you to have a unique style and quality products. Don't be a copycat. Look for the gaps in the market. Have a unique product. Go for something that's authentic and original. That is what will be make your business succeed. I've been in events where there are 4 or 5 people selling jewelry. People say, oh, they're there, but there is no other that like Trinket Workshop. That cannot be duplicated. So that's what I would say to you. Be original, be creative, and be unique in your products. You will make it. You know, that is my word, I would say. I think that has worked for me.
She wants the one that is close to you.
This one?
Yes, she
okay.
said, yes, the one next to her. So
Okay.
that will be that one, not this one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one she
really
wants.
nice. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure we can.
I've already answered for you. I said, Samuela, it's been safe for you. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you, Samuela, for your support. Thank you very much, everyone that is watching us on Local People Television. My name is Bernadette Abu. People call me Bani Abu, and I call myself Bani Fab. You know, fabulous lady. Don't worry, I call myself Bani Fab, but it's the same person, Bernadette Abu. So you can check me out on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. You get it on as Bani Fab. So don't worry. If you want to come on this program as our guest, contact us on Noble People Television. The details are on the screen. If you want, someone just send me a message to distract me. I know I have friends like that. If you want to be a guest on this program, contact us on Noble People Television, Noble People International Magazine. Our contact details are on the screen. So if you check on the screen, everything is there. If you watch this program, you share it, everything is there for you. If you want to be a guest, if you want to come, if we have our own magazine, we have monthly magazine. If you want to be on our magazine, you want to showcase either your product, you want to showcase your services, we do red carpet. If you want someone to do red carpet for you, I think I've seen all of them. I'm not sure whether it was joking or if it's actually true, but I saw him put in a studio, so a photo shoot portrait. So if you want photo portrait, contact us. That would be Mr. Noble, not me, because I don't know much about it. That's why I'm laughing when I'm giving you that other part of it. If you want photo portrait, don't worry, anything I say, it doesn't matter if he doesn't do it, he will do it for you, because already I've said it on the platform.
Committed.
Yeah, so he has no choice. Yeah, he's my boss, but don't worry, he will have to do it for you because just mention Bernadette said. So if you want, whether it's you want to put your details on our magazine, we have a quarterly magazine that comes out, Noble People International Magazine. It's actually not just distributed in London or in UK, we distribute it on all our events that we attend. So any celebrity event that we attend, your details will be on it, you see. So then we actually distribute it in Nigeria, in Ghana, places where we have our branches. So this is something which is good, because when we come to business, we talk about global marketing. We're not talking about local marketing. I know there's different. I'm not going to go between local marketing and global marketing. But when you talk about business, you want your business to go globally. So contact us on Noble People International Magazine, and we'll be able to do that for you. If you're locally, you want your event, maybe you have your event, you want red carpet, maybe you want someone to cover your media production, just contact Noble People Magazine. The contact details are on the screen. So call that mobile number that you see. You can send email, you can message him, you can contact him on Instagram, contact us on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. So you won't miss us. Any platform you want, you can find us. Thank you very much for watching Noble People International Magazine, Noble People Television. This is Business Surgery. My name is Bernadette Abu. Until we meet next time, thank you very much. Stay tuned. You can share this program with your friends, with your family. And next week, we're coming back with some new program. Next week, we'll actually come with something new, something different. You know, we're changing style, you know, new trend. Don't worry. Keep tuned. Share this program on every platform. My name is Bani Abu. With me, I've got the guest who is called Valerie Eastman. Actually, she's got my sister. She's got my sister's name, Valerie. My elder sister is called Valerie. Valerie Eastman Judge. Valerie, say goodbye to our viewers.
Goodbye to viewers and all the loyal supporters. Goodbye until I hear from you again.
Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye once again. It's me, Bernadette. Goodbye.